I always talk about the model that Jesus Christ used when he was here on earth. I'll keep making references to that, because over time it's been proven that is the best model, when we come to the house of God. It's very important. We saw the people Jesus Christ called, and when he left, what became of them? They were able to go to other places. The fire inside of them was not quenched. They went to other places, lighting the fires of other people. Now, if you look at the church, basically, it's like candlesticks. The church is like candlesticks. God lights the first candlestick, which is the leader of that church, and it is a requirement of him, the leader of the church, to also light all the candlesticks that have surrounded him in what we call members. Everybody is a candlestick. So when Jesus is telling us, "Let your light shine before men," in a sense, he sees everybody is like a candlestick. So God himself lights the first candlestick, which is supposed to light all the candlesticks that are around them, so that you have more light in the world. And if the first candlestick that is lit by God, which is the leader of the church, lights the candlesticks that are around him, those candlesticks that are around him, whose flame, what word am I going to use? Who have received the fire, who have received the light, whose flame has been lit, can also go around and light other candlesticks. This is what it's supposed to be. And you see, it's important. People in the dark kingdom, people in witchcraft, want to transfer the witchcraft to other people to strengthen their armies. When you come to Christendom, it's not about just gathering people to come and sit down. It doesn't mean anything. Because somebody can sit in church for 30 years. If that person does not connect to the Holy Spirit, the enemy can use one deception to take them out of church. This is what is going on. If you look at the evil camp, the camp of witchcraft, the main thing is a spirit they transfer. It's a transferring of a certain spirit that allows them to do what they do. When you come to Christendom, it's the intention and the idea of, what can I do so that you too will receive the Holy Spirit? This is our mission. This is the mission. This is why the church was put here. Because the more number of people, the more number of so-called believers in the house of God, the more of them that are able to come into contact with the Holy Spirit, that is our strength. The people in the camp of witchcraft are not there to just add numbers there. No. Because the real thing is a spirit they are transferring from one person to another. And some are able to transfer it to the whole family because they think it's a good thing. It's important that in Christendom, we shift our mentality and focus to the transferring of the Holy. What can I do so that you will also receive the Holy Spirit and have some of this encounter that Jesus is true? It's not about just getting people to sit down in places. No. For someone who can sit in a church for 50 years, if you don't let them understand the reason why they have to receive Jesus Christ wholeheartedly and open themselves up, they have to open themselves up. They have to desire that connection with the Holy Spirit. Like one of the videos I put here, the devil cannot use you except you open yourself up to him. And God cannot use you except you open up yourself to him. Anybody wants to partner with the Holy Spirit, there's a personal side of you that you have to. The Holy Spirit cannot force himself on you. No. It's a part of you that should be willing. This is how God has designed a human being. A part of you should be willing, be hungry for it, And then because of your hunger, there are certain steps and certain decisions you make. You see it in these people. Because they want that thing, they do certain things. They do certain sacrifices. They do certain things. They enter into certain places. They do certain rituals. They agree to do certain rituals, and as a result, something happens. And Christendom is the same. What will I do? What can I do to help you open up so that you can have a connection with the Holy? That is the most important thing, the connection with the Holy Spirit. It's not just about gathering people to sit down, and that's where we're having problem. Because you see people who have sat in church for 10 years. One lady I came across this week on social media, she said she has sat in church for 25 years. And according to her, certain things happened, which did not really go well. But this is a man, she thinks every church is the same. Every church is something. Every church is a cult. You see? But if she had encountered the Holy Spirit, she realized that no, it is the one I went to that has this problem, but they have good churches out there. And she's saying all sorts of things. Now she sees every church as a cult, and it's not true. It's the one you went to. Certain things happening there, which wasn't right. They said a bad nut makes all the other nuts taste bad. And a lot of the attacks we are seeing in Christendom that is as a result of that. It's not as if the whole Christianity is corrupt, is bad and dirty. It's not true. There are a few bad nuts here and there. It's crazy. Come and see how she's talking. And as a result of her being in church for 25 years, people are listening to her because then you know something. Yeah, she's been in church for 25 years, but you can be in church for 1,000 years. If you don't partner with the Holy Spirit, even the Bible you are reading, you will never understand. When we talk about the importance of the Holy Spirit when it comes to the understanding of the word of God that the people are even reading, it's even a problem. People think I don't need the Holy Spirit to understand what they know. The Bible you are reading is the Spirit. I've said it so many times. I've taken my time to speak about it. I've spoken about the mortar of the Spirit and all of these things. Some of the earlier videos I did. That is the mission. The mission, what can I do so that you can also have some supernatural encounters, so that you can know that Jesus is real, Jesus is true, He is alive. What can I do to open your heart up, to allow you to also open up so that the Holy Spirit can be formed in you? And that's what I'm using the guys on the witchcraft thing. Our mission is a transferring of the Spirit, and not just gathering people and sit in a certain building. You will not achieve anything. Huh? Because who are they coming? Who are they in battle against? They are in battle against a master deceiver who disguises himself as an angel of light. Now, how are you going to decode and be able to defeat somebody who even disguises himself as an angel of light? How are we going to deceive him without having the Holy Spirit? Who is the Spirit of truth? Who reveals everything? Who reveals every lie? Who reveals every deception? How are we going to win? It's sad. Jesus Christ has been here 2,000 years ago. He released the Holy Spirit. And it's sad in 2025, where all these characters who are there written about in the book of Revelation have started stepping out of the shadows. It's sad. It's sad that our understanding, Christendom, we are not the intention is not to, what can I do so that you can also receive the Holy Spirit? Huh? Any believer who comes into true contact with the Holy Spirit, that is our forces that is being strengthened. I'm telling you, all these people who are not partnered with the Holy Spirit, when some of these things start rising up, they all run away. I've said it here. This is part 1. You run away. You run helter-skelter.